I've spent weeks testing screen protectors from a bunch of different companies, and I don't mean just slapping it on an iPhone and calling it a day. I've tested them by measuring the clarity, glare, edge strength, impact strength, scratch resistance, and more. Monty and I are very, very thorough. We're reviewers, not influencers. Now, after all that testing, these are the top 5 that stood out. For the rest of this video, I'll break down the pros and cons of each. If you want more details, I've done full reviews for each one of the products. Check out the links in the description section. All right, Monty, who's up first? I mean, 5th? It's these guys. Toco? Too cool? Taco? Yeah, I don't know. Now this Toco screen protector is like that friend with a massive chest but glass shoulders, one bad rep at the wrong incline and they're laid up for weeks. For installation, well, quirky. The frame is nice, but it's kind of confusing. You push on the wrong spot and you're gonna trap air into the screen protector and that's annoying to remove. When it comes to coverage, it's decent at 93.5%, but this black edge is kind of thick and so it kind of covers up some pixels on your iPhone. That's bad design from my perspective. When it comes to performance, at slightly above average clarity. Glare coming off the screen protector was better, and it had one of the better oleophobic coatings that helps the fingerprints in the top 5. How about when it comes to protection and durability? This Toco product had strong edges, but the center impact was weaker than average. So like that friend who can bench 3 plates, which is pretty cool, but that person also does a push-up looking like a U. But for me personally, when it comes to screen protectors, I'll take strong edges over a weak center. Because from my experiences, cracks start with edges. It's not very often you ruin a screen protector from the middle, it always starts from the sides. Now when it comes to cost and value, this is decent. It's $17 for a 2-pack. Good for the price, but the durability is a little inconsistent from my perspective. All right, Monty, what's number 4? It's the Taurus Glasco, or is it this Taurus? I don't know, their boxes all look the same. It's this thing. Now this Glasco X is like that friend who's just brilliant at everything, except when it comes to something simple like brushing their teeth or getting dressed. Now for installation, the frame is decent, like it's the bare minimum nowadays, which isn't a bad thing because the install frame will minimize dust during an install, and Taurus does give you a lot of dust stickers, I'll give them that. Now for coverage, this piece of glass is a hair bigger than average, but still covers some of the pixels on your iPhone. And this product has relatively flat edges, which is mind-blowing to us, but we'll get into it. Now the screen protector has no performance anxiety, retains 92% of the iPhone's clarity. It actually reduces glare by a tiny amount, which makes this a unicorn in this category. When it came to protection, it scratches around 6.5H, a far cry from the 9H plus they claim. The force required to break the center glass is way above average, but the edge strength is slightly below average. That doesn't make any sense to me. Remember the flat edges? Pretty sure Taurus forgot to finish the edges of the screen protector. When it comes to cost and value, this thing is $30 for a pack of 2. Decent design and performance, but the protection is just kind of everywhere. If you're planning on getting one of these products, make sure you use my links. I'm a reviewer, not an influencer. Do not care who you go with. I just care that you get the best accessories for your devices. Number 3 goes to another company that I can't pronounce the name of, Wasin. Seriously, who comes up with these names? And the marketing phrases. Show the elegant. This Wasin product is basically the gym bro with the V-shaped torso. Looks great when they're wearing pants. When it comes to installation, well, one word, smooth. The larger than average tray makes dust prevention easy. Like it's so big. Let's talk about coverage. It's 94% on the front. But like other products, this black edge blocks out some of the pixels of your iPhone. When it comes to performance, clarity is just very, very average. Glare reduction is better than average at -1.5%. This is one of the very few products that reduces glare coming off your iPhone. When it comes to oleophobic coating, the only way I can describe it is weird. It's super slow, but leaves almost no residue. So it feels pretty good, but something's just off. When it comes to protection, this thing has strong edges and a strong center. One of the few screen protectors that excels in both areas, 121 for edge, 291 for center. I guess that's why these guys claim that they have a 10 feet drop protection for their screen protector. This thing is $22 for a 2-pack. Overall strong protection, performance is kind of average, and decent design if you don't mind the pixel coverage issue. Number 2 goes to these guys, Ultra Glass. Specifically the Ultra Glass Unbreak, and this is like the jock of the class. This product is good at everything, but doesn't make it to the big leagues. When it comes to installation, solid frame, plenty of dust stickers, but this is a 1 frame for 2 screen protectors, so don't toss the frame. When it comes to coverage, it's 93.6 on the front, but the black edges still blocks out some of the pixels on your iPhone. This product is a little bit better in that regard, but still, why? When it comes to performance, it ties for number 1 in clarity, but glare is higher than average. For the oleophobic coating, it had an average travel time, but there were some large remnants, which is a good thing. So overall, above average fingerprint resistance. When it comes to protection, this is number 2 overall. Super strong edges at 151 newtons and decent center impact at 296. Ultra Glass basically lives up to its name. From a cost and value perspective, it's a $31 cost for a 2-pack. It's not cheap, but it's very, very well rounded in all categories. The best screen protector is this full lap. Number 1 goes... Monty, did you feel that? Deja vu. Because the best screen protector I've tested is still from these guys, specifically the Nano Armor 6 One-Time Pro. This thing is a superhero of screen protector that is elite in every category. When it comes to installation, very straightforward. The clear fancy frame makes alignment easier, but I don't know why nobody else has done this, giving us giant dust stickers. Most brands give you these tiny dinky ones where you have to do a lot of dabbing and it just stirs up more dust. With the giant dust sticker, you just slap it on and you're good. When it comes to coverage, it's one of the largest protectors. I've tested at almost 95%. Uh-oh, it's got a black edge. This thing doesn't block any pixels. What you see on your bare iPhone is going to be what you see with the screen protector. Out of the 20 plus screen protectors, this is like 2 out of 20 that does that. When it comes to performance, best in glass, tied for #1 for clarity, and the oleophobic coating is so strong that oil leaves almost no residue. But the real kicker here, it's this feature. The anti-reflective coating on this screen protector cuts glare down, based on my calculations, by 40%. The average is increasing glare by about 6%. I don't think you guys realize how much of a difference this makes to my iPhone. This is number 6 in my ranking system. It increases your glare by about 10, 13%. This is the Flow Lab. Look at the difference. It is a little cloudy, and the picture on the float through the Nano Armor 6 One-Time Pro is so much clearer than that. When it comes to protection, way above average. Edges are significantly stronger. Impact resistance is over 300 newtons, and scratch resistance is closer to 7 than it is to 6. But here's the thing, it's not the cheapest screen protector I've tested. It's about $40 for one protector. This thing is expensive, but it dominates every single test I threw at it. That's all I got for this video. Questions, comments, leave them down there. Again, if you want to see a list of all the products that are in the top 20, do check out the links in the description section below. If you're planning on getting one of these products, make sure you use my links. Nobody paid me to spend months and weeks testing screen protectors. I just want to find out what the best accessories for our tech is. That's what I do. So support my channel by getting your stuff through my links. Thanks for watching.